G'day cocktail lovers, I hope you've been keeping well. I hope you're ready for Milk Punch Monday. I hope I remembered to put the guitar riff in there while I was editing, because back to a Milk Punch Monday. This is one I've been thinking of for a while. It's quite a counterintuitive one. And this got back into my head because last week I was making martinis, talking about the Vespa Martini, and I thought, what would a milk clarified martini be like? And martinis don't immediately spring to mind when you think of milk clarification, because one of the big things milk clarification does is make the drink look clear. And of course, martinis are already clear, unless you're doing some weird mutation of them. But milk clarifying does two other things. It changes the viscosity of the drink, usually makes it like a bit silkier, and it tends to tone down sharper flavors. So I've been playing with this idea in my head. Yeah, why not milk clarify a martini? So here we go. We are going to make a milk clarified dry martini. As I said, it does tone down the heavier flavors when you milk clarify something. So I thought, well, let's go large with the flavors then. I'm gonna make a martini milk clarified, go big with the gin. I'm going to use an Australian gin from Archie Rose, their distiller's strength gin. 52.4% alcohol, not as strong as some Navy strength gins, which will go to 57 and even 60% alcohol by content. But this is very strong, flavorful gin, so I think it's suitable for the milk clarification experiment. And because this is going to be a quite dry martini, I'm going to start off with 2.5 ounces of the gin. What does that work out? That's 45 mils of overproof gin. We're keeping this simple. It's a dry martini, so the only other ingredient is going to be some vermouth, dry vermouth. Well, this is actually another Australian product, Maiden Eye, their classic vermouth, and just going to put in 15 mils or half an ounce of the vermouth. So that's it for the ingredients. I'm not going to bother to stir them because they're going to be milk clarified. What that means is we're going to add them to milk, which will curdle the milk. Now, just to be safe, I put a tiny bit, like about 5 to 7.5 mils of lemon juice in, like a bar spoon worth of lemon juice in, because you need some acid content to curdle the milk, which is what we need for the milk clarification process. And you want a ratio of cocktail to milk of about 4:1. So this is about 4 ounces of cocktail. So I added it to 1 ounce of milk, put that in, and then left it for about half an hour. And then we just filter it through a paper coffee filter. And again, the tip I always say, it's not the filter that's doing the hard work, it's the curds. So the first bit that goes through will be a bit cloudy, so you'll need to tip that back through. Or maybe filter the entire lot more than once if you like. But anyway, after a bit of patience, because it'll take a while to go all the way through, you end up with your clarified cocktail. Now, surprise, surprise, the clarified martini is clear because it was clear before I clarified it. Now I am going to chill it because I like a nice chill martini. So I've added it to some ice, and now using Gazrina's magic finger, going to stir that for about 10 or 15 seconds. Now I'm going to strain that into a martini glass. Been chilling. It's actually a little bit cloudy. I think the chilling has clouded it a little bit. I think the oils from the whey, which gets added, is going to be cloudy. So that's interesting. It's less clear than a standard martini would be. That might be down to me and my process, quite honestly. Now, I'm not going to do a garnish. My favorite martini garnish is just a lemon twist. I don't have any fresh lemons. There are some limes, but that would be a bit weird. So I'm just going to go garnish free. I'm not an olive fan. You can garnish your martini with a cocktail onion, an olive, lemon twist, whatever strikes your fancy. Doesn't look particularly more viscous, but anyway, this is my first time trying a clarified martini. Okay, that's weird. I guess I should have expected it to taste different. And as I said, this was quite a strong gin I made this with. This does not taste strongly of gin. Yeah, okay. This almost tastes like, honestly, this almost tastes like a vodka martini. None of the strong juniper elements are really coming through. Well, I don't know what I expected from a clarified martini, but it honestly wasn't this. I prefer a straight martini, honestly. But, again, if you have friends who won't drink gin and you're trying to get them to do something more interesting than a vodka martini, this might work because it does have more character than a vodka martini. But, I don't know, it's weird. Yep, okay. It's not, even the vermouth's not coming through particularly strongly. I can taste the little bit of lemon that I put in there. Okay, slightly, I just realized that this tastes like lightly flavored water, which is actually super dangerous because it's got a bunch of overproof gin in it. And so I sit here thinking I'm just drinking lemon water. I will be under the table in no time. So this is arguably quite dangerous. But yeah, the thought just occurs to me. You could try this if you've got a gin that you find the flavors too strong, but you don't want to waste it. Make a bunch of milk clarified martinis out of it. I don't dislike this gin. I like it quite a lot. I in fact finished it making this. So I need to get a new overproof gin because that was my one overproof gin. Man's gotta have overproof gin. It's like of all my spirits. I've got overproof whiskies, I've got overproof rums, I need to have some overproof gin as well. So I'm gonna have to get something else to replace that one. Yeah, this is interesting. What I always say about milk clarification, it's always interesting. It's not necessarily better, but it's interesting. I prefer the original martini. But yeah, if you've got someone who said, no, I can't drink martinis, give them a milk clarified martini and I will warrant they'll find that much easier to drink. Arguably, not always a good thing, particularly if you've made it with overproof gin. You really don't want that to be too easy to drink, honestly. Responsible drinking, be aware of what you're doing. This tastes like lightly flavored water and you do not want to drink it like water, quite honestly. So I'm going to go off now and hopefully not end up under a table. I hope you come back for more cocktail adventures. If you're not already, subscribe to the channel. It'd be great if you did. Tell your friends, bring everyone along, and look after yourself. Look after people around you. Enjoy a martini, whether it's milk clarified or not. And I will be back very soon with more videos. And if you never watched me before, there's a whole bunch of other ones to watch. But in the meantime, take care. And until I see you again, cheers.